welcome to a day in the life of the Aboriginal and LostPhoenixWolf. Welcome to my channel. Today is still August 30th. I'm doing another video for my viewers. So to continue on what I was talking about last video, the last video was about me climbing a wall and I get a chance to climb above, on this mountain or giant hill or whatever it is. I don't know if it was actually a mountain, but it was, it was a big high incline. And I think I can get up as high as like 150 to 200 feet. So then after that, rest of community service, I'm only probably, I think it was a month of community service, maybe 2 months community service. I'm going to say 2 months. I'm going to continue on. Next after that, we had to go out to different parks and clean up garbage. And that's, more community service that we still had to do, clean up garbage and even some painting, painting a wall, a fence, graffiti on one of those, those things that holds a mail, and then the mailman comes and brings the mail out of the big box and then distributes it to the community. And even going to trimming trees and cutting grass and the parks and stuff like that. And that was another week to 10 days that went by. And then for another week to 10 days, we had to show up, we had to wear a certain shirt, and we are either setting up tables with doing the chairs, setting up the plates, the bowls and cutlery, putting out the cans for garbage, in the kitchen helping the meals to be cooked, tablecloths down, whatever we had to do. This was people who are homeless and they come to a place for lunch or breakfast. So there was 3 different things. We were there most of the day doing breakfast, lunch, and supper. And the reason why this is taking so much time, this is summer hours and I'm out of school. So this is when the community service started, so it's about a month or 2 of that. So I did various things. I wasn't always doing the same thing, I wasn't always setting up tables, chairs, or plates and that garbage. Put the garbage can in there, get rid of the garbage, or serving the soup or the sandwiches. And I had different jobs here and there to change it up every day. So that went on for a week to 10 days, and that was it for that. Got to know some people, got a little bit. It wasn't like hard work or anything like that. Got to learn new cards, some card tricks, got better myself in some card games. But this was for the homeless and for people who are struggling their bills and they don't have any food. They would come there, and sometimes not always adults. Sometimes they would bring some kids that have no choice because no money for babysitters or babysitters, And then there was a table I had to do. We had to go out and get some donations here. Like if there's I've got an old shirt, or my dad's got an old shirt, or my uncle's got an old shirt, whatever, get some clothing, and then we do a table for shirts and jeans and shorts and socks and maybe even underwear. I don't remember if that was that too. Old shoes and hats and stuff like that. I did a little table and made sure somebody who wanted a piece of clothing and get a piece of clothing. Now that was kind of difficult. There was a lot of clothing and a lot of people needed clothing. So we tried to make sure you got shirt and shorts or shirt and jeans at least. But I wasn't too sure about the socks and shoes because the socks and shoes were kind of limited. So they had to have some shoes that are kind of really rotted off their feet or ripped or crap, or they really needed shoes. So we had to make sure they really needed it, and they can't have 2 shirts and 2 jeans. They had to have 1 of each. They can, like if there was not people that the clothes were distributed around. After that, I think it was 10 days to 2 weeks. I think I did 2 weeks into it. Anyway, we agreed to 2 weeks. And we were helping out the elderly and the disabled. We were doing crafts and little outings for them to get out of the building that they're at. and lawn bowling, movies, shuffleboard, little wheelchair races, for disabled or elderly if they were up to it. Like little different things here and there, and just having the fun, and to show them that life isn't really that bad, even though you're there. But that was a limited time. I'm pretty sure there was other people who had to do community service, so there's an ongoing thing. There was a new project. I think we were like the 4th or 5th group that was doing this thing, and there's probably more groups after that. I don't know how long that was gonna go. There was funding for that. So there was a lot of fun in that. That was like I would say probably up to 2 weeks for that. And I think other than that, I think there was also for community service, and there was fundraising for sick kids like cancer or amputee or something. I'm not exactly sure who it was for, but we did a car wash, and we had to show up a certain time, and we were not allowed to sit in the cars because a lot of us have stolen things out of the cars. Yes, I've stolen things out of the cars once, many times. And we're not allowed to sit in the car. We had to clean outside the car, get the mud off, and each car and stuff like that. And it depends. They want a quick wash and wipe down, or they really want it to be okay. The quick wash and wipe down, I think it was like $2. And if they really want it wiped down, detailed and stuff like that, like get rid of as much dirt and mud and stuff like that was like $4. And some of them are even toughing out in that heat doing the waxing. I didn't know how to do waxing. I ain't gonna do the waxing. So the waxing was in there a few more bucks. So that's $7. And we did have some vacuum cleaners out there, but some of the ones that family members knew the kid, so they let the kid do the vacuuming. So that was another few bucks. They did all that to get $10, and that gets donated in, and we had to fill a certain like level quota kind of thing for fundraising. I think that was up to I think up to $500, I guess. Maybe $500, $1,000, I don't know. But that's another community service thing that we had to do. I don't think there was anything more than that. I can remember. Oh, yes. I think we did another week to 2 weeks again. There was this. There's this school. Okay, the school was down the street. It's kind of ghetto-ish. They want to bring some life to that area of the city, and there was this small lot. So we had we had a good plan for us, and we all had something to do. First, we had to get rid of the garbage or broken glass or any kind of junk. Then we had to mow this grass and cut it and stuff like that. And it got to the point where we wanted to just mow it and then bring up the dirt, and kill as much weeds as we could, and then we were putting fresh dirt on there because it was just a little empty lot anyway. And we did so much work on there, and with the machine, there was a machine that rolled out. It rolled out and it kind of dug into the dirt and brought the dirt up, and then it wasn't really that big. The machine really did itself. That's not one we sit on, but we would push it, and there was a thing that actually turned it, and it would bring up that dirt. So we did an edging, like a little brick wall edging, only with the cinder blocks, because there's some tools we're not allowed. Sharp tools, because there were some bad kids, using knives and stuff. That I guess that's what my guess is. So just a cinder block wall, 3 bricks high, and then bricking off that little garden thing, and then we filled a bunch of dirt in there, more and more dirt, and I think we had maybe a foot of fresh dirt in there to mix up with the other dirt, because it wasn't really that much of loose soil kind of thing. We only went like a foot down to bring up the dirt, and then a foot down of fresh dirt and something called peat moss. So there was various things that we were doing. I know that the idea was trying to put some trees in there and some other garden stuff, and to bring a little bit of life to that little community. I guess it was kind of boring, run down, and kind of ghettoish. There's a lot of ghetto places everywhere, but this area was ghettoish. So, I guess the garden did good. But I get down the road, I hear that they changed it and they made a fruits and veggie garden. I think it was mostly a veggie garden. I think the fruits, they removed those trees. The trees didn't survive, and they kept at it. We did a lot of work for those. I think it was a week to 10 days. I think that's what I believe. But we were there. We had to bring gloves and wear these goggles because we get dirt in our eyes, and dirt boots, and the dirt boots were supplied to us, and the gloves and goggles and stuff like that. And then wear regular clothes, not anything good, or you're gonna get dirty and stuff. So I think that's all I remember about community services on that stuff. Not too sure what else. Yeah, there was another one. I don't know how long it was. I don't know when it was. I can't remember all the details. I remember we were doing ceramic. What was it? It was ceramic like sculptures and stuff. Not giant sculptures, but they were like mini piggy banks. There were Santa Claus stuff. There were Easter stuff. Turtles or whatnot. There was there's something that was a like a cement thing, and we had elastic on there. We would pour the slip into it. The slip would dry on the outside. That pour the slip out, let it dry more, take the mold off, do any imperfections, shave it off a little bit, throw it in the kiln. There was a bunch of us doing this, and there was not just one kiln, and there was like 10 kilns in here, and we were doing a lot. And this was to be sold for community not community, for some kind of community fundraising again. So that was a little bit fun doing this and that, and we did a lot of different stuff, and a lot of stuff was successful, and a lot of stuff has failed. But other than that, that's what I do remember, doing ceramics, and I can't really give you much details in that. Like, I don't. If it was the beginning of community service time, or it was the middle of community service time, or it could be the end of community service time, I don't know. I just remembered now. That's what we did. We did Christmas, we did Easter, we did Halloween, we did Thanksgiving, we did little piggy banks, we did different kind of animals, and some of them we would have to join pieces together to do stuff. It was fun, and we get a chance to throw a clear coat on it, or paint it as best as we could, and then it went in the kiln to dry it, and then we did the painting on it. Then went to kiln to dry that and glass it, and to wrap it in bubble wrap and put it out to this door where it would be shipped to being sold. Anyway, that is all I got to say right now. That's it for this video. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. Make sure this video on the channel, my pen for you, my pen for me. Please do tell your friends and family about me. Thanks for viewing this video. What time do you guys watch it? Hope you all have a nice day. One more night. Remember, it's better to be Aboriginal than original.